It should be.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. We done did what we had to do.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America.
I know, they always do that shit.
On EA Sports.
You good or is too solid?
So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
You want to switch? All right. That's why you should just stick with what the fuck come up. Fuck it. Yeah, I got on my docs. You got on the whites. All right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Damn. Are you good?
Prescott looks to throw on first. Outright completes it to Jarwin.
Oh,
he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And Dak Prescott was not the only Cowboy to miss the bulk of last season. Remember, Blake Jarwin went down in the Sunday night opener on the road against the Rams. He's back healthy and makes a nice catch there.
Get his ass.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott.
Get on it. Give me that.
Take a shot for Gallup.
Knock his ass. 31.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Don't do that. You don't do that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Look at that. What the fuck I tell
He's
you?
caught by Lamb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal,
pick that up.
Shut
Oh,
it down
my God.
for 2 yards.
That is caught. It's Cooper for
But
the
I took him out
Cowboy
the play.
touchdown.
That damn so did.
Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener.
I took my man out the
Excellent
play.
start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to
I
come
was
out
going
of the
with
end zone
the
is going to cost him
whatchamacallit.
5 yards as he's taken down right at
But
the
I
20.
switched to the bump.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He stiff arms him, fighting through, and he's got
Look
space.
what the fuck is that, man?
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On play action, it's Brady.
Link.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He coming, he coming, he coming. Hey, I ain't want to do that.
Now Brady.
Oh, look at this bullshit.
Interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They forever let Diggs do something, man. Nigga get on my nerve.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And another shot here with a 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Run.
Draw play.
Told you, man. Damn.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check back. Mike 55. Hey, ball 66.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Oh, look at this bullshit, man. Why he had him beat. Man, he didn't even throw that shit.
Don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He supposed to throw that shit out, though. But he ain't throw that out there like I wanted to
pass
do.
On first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Look at this backing up ass, Damo ass nigga. Look at little baby Damo.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
Oh, you knew that shit was going to happen.
Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The sack backs
Nobody
him up,
gonna block him.
long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. Brady.
Look, he ain't throwing. He just kept backing up, Mo.
They got to him again. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD,
He just
you can't
kept backing
afford
up.
too
He
many
ain't even
plays
throw the
to go
ball.
in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I picked my play. But he kept backing up. They ain't even let him toss that ball.
By the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Damn.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Get him come back across. What?
He's
leaving shit open like that, man.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard
On
line.
the cover, too.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
Give me that shit.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Right over there.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising.
I've seen him walk over there.
So rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Somebody don't get that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it's hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I don't like this one. I don't like that one.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Brady's throw taken in by Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller, 62 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
Come on, y'all.
They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Play action now. Prescott.
Come on.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15
why y'all running past them?
Catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, a give to
Come on, good one, Sue.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Youngin, why the fuck did they mix my defense up like that, man?
And taking it across midfield
this shit
and
is
just
dumb.
shy of the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
They should have came out in this fucking regular ass defense right there, but they want to mix that. That shit's stupid. Don't make no fucking sense.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Get that, man.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you know, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go
to the half.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush,
Fuck
they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now.
Damn.
1st and 10.
This nigga backing up like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be
How the fuck is...
intercepted a 3rd time.
I don't understand, Mo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Right
That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Man. That's why we want to play this motherfucker no more.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Simple slant play. Simple little slant play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Let's run this shit. Going to the
They'll
hand.
indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
You ain't doing shit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start.
Come on, this is the shit I'm talking about. Mike Williams.
Defense start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3
dumb,
outs
man.
and expect to get that done.
Fuck about that
This a lot
nigga.
in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Where you at? Oh, he right there.
It's Brady.
Other way, bitch. Look at this
Left
shit.
side, he's got Gronk complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code
Look
on
at this
that one, didn't
ball.
he? Decided to go
Why
for
the
it
fuck
right
the
there.
ball takes so long
Your
to
side
get to
of
my
the field,
nigga?
this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who
Oh,
cares? I'm going to light
yeah,
the book on
it should be
fire.
blown.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
He gonna have him covered. Don't need to
From
trip
the
off that.
35 on 2nd down.
Go.
Brady.
Fuck. Told you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an
I don't even know how the
interception.
fuck he got that.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I go back and forth depending on the offense.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. going to go down. Back
I
at his
can't
own
get nobody to
5-yard
hold
line,
the
it's a
fucking
sack.
line or nothing.
Randy
Damn.
Gregory in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Exactly.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking
And then look, this
incomplete.
that's why I don't
Another
like
attempt,
this
another
game.
incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Yeah, we got you.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
52 catches last
Game
year
not
for
over
Zeke,
yet.
and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
God.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again to Elliott.
Look, baby. No.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
We've been playing like some shit lately.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Who the fuck is Charlie? Bum
Offense
ass.
set to begin their next possession.
He said it
And
himself.
last time this unit was out here,
Still can't stop the run to the right.
turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to
Try to throw it behind him. He threw it.
At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a
I
confidence
hope that
hit
other
does
game
occur
you could throw it where you
once
want to throw
start
it
getting
at.
those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm on. 45.
Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Why is my hole all the way over there?
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
What is going on my heel?
Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the
You all talking all that shit while you up.
Go is a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Whatever the fuck restoration is.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Nigga, it's recorded. What the fuck? You said at the end of escalation.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
I know.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with now
exactly
3
everything I thought I was about
touchdowns.
to get. He
and the
fucked up.
Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Yeah, I should have stuck with
the
my
kickoff
team,
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I gotta get my fucking shit together.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive.
Damn.
And my goodness, another interception.
Geeking like
Picked
shit.
up by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Damn, where the fuck he supposed to be?
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes.
I ain't got no
like
cover
downfield.
3 plays. That's how dumb I am.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
See, it's cover 3.
Now Brady on the bootleg.
Who's that? I don't even know who the fuck he is.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more
I can't even see my butt.
It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I don't know why the fuck my
The
defense
utter
don't play
domination
defense
here
like
just
that.
continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because...
And I think the
Yeah,
ball's
get that
out.
ball.
And the Buccaneers have it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
Look at this.
Almost intercepted.
I hit it.
Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Press his ass.
Prescott to throw it.
He cutting. I got him. Get that. Look how dumb they playing. That's Bird, but yeah. But he supposed to have got that shit.
Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Get that tight end. I got him.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That is caught.
Why didn't he play back there? Vontae Davis.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is how you showboat.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Yeah, you ain't hear me say shit about when I won.
He's taken down right at the 20.
I ain't say shit.
The Bucs offense set to begin
know,
their
because
next possession.
you never
and no
won
doubt
before.
This is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down.
You never really won
before
before.
they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
You never really won before,
And it's caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady now on 1st down.
God damn, how many people you got have on?
Another interception.
Yeah.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly
that's
from
the fuck
the
I'm talking about. I don't know why the fuck my niggas don't know how to check
but
nobody.
it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And Ndamukong Suh unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
What is
and
the
that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hey, man. Go Bandits! Mike 42. All day, just like
they don't got no pros.
42's Mike.
On play action, now Brady. On the move to his left. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited